Ella Lawson and Elias Montclair sat in the quiet confines of their study, surrounded by old manuscripts and their notes on Julian and Sophia's legacy. Their recent work had been fulfilling, but a sense of unease lingered. The medallion had been carefully stored away, but its power still seemed to resonate with a mysterious energy that they couldn't fully understand. Elias looked up from his notes, a furrow of concern on his brow. "Ella, I've been thinking about the medallion's recent reactions. The glowing and the vibrations, it's as if it's trying to communicate something. I can't shake the feeling that we might be missing something important." Ella sighed, her fingers tracing the outline of the medallion's case. "I've sensed it too. Since our return, the medallion seems restless. It's almost as if it's urging us to dig deeper. But what more could there be to uncover? We followed the clues and completed the ritual." Elias nodded thoughtfully. "Maybe the answers aren't just in the historical records or the ritual. Perhaps the medallion itself holds a final piece of the puzzle. We might need to explore its physical and symbolic aspects more closely." They decided to revisit the medallion, examining it with fresh eyes. They carefully removed it from its case and placed it on the table. Its surface still shimmered with an enigmatic glow, reflecting the dim light of the room. Ella picked up the medallion and examined it closely. "We've studied the inscriptions and symbols on it, but what if there's something we haven't seen? Sometimes the smallest details can reveal significant truths." Elias agreed and suggested, "Let's go back to the ancient texts and diagrams we found. There might be a connection between the medallion's symbols and some of the mystical theories we've encountered." They began to cross-reference the medallion's symbols with the ancient texts. As they pored over the documents, a pattern started to emerge. Some of the symbols on the medallion matched those described in old texts about ancient cosmic alignments and energy fields. "Look at this," Elias said, pointing to a passage in one of the texts. "It talks about a specific alignment of celestial bodies that could activate hidden powers in certain artifacts. If the medallion was designed to work with such alignments, it might be responding to some cosmic event." Ella's eyes widened. "That makes sense. We need to check if any such alignment is happening now or in the near future. It could explain the medallion's recent activity." They consulted astronomical charts and calendars to find any upcoming celestial events. To their surprise, they discovered that a rare alignment of planets and stars was approaching, one that hadn't occurred for centuries. It was an event that matched the descriptions found in the ancient texts. "This alignment could be what's triggering the medallion's reactions," Elias said. "We need to prepare for it and see how the medallion behaves during this event." As the day of the celestial alignment approached, Ella and Elias made preparations. They set up a space in their study where they could observe the medallion and document any changes. They were both excited and apprehensive, knowing that this could lead to new revelations or unexpected challenges. The night of the alignment arrived, and the sky was clear, allowing them a perfect view of the celestial event. Ella and Elias positioned themselves at their observation station, with the medallion prominently displayed in front of them. As the alignment began, the room was filled with an eerie, yet captivating light. The medallion started to glow with an intensity that they hadn't seen before. The symbols on its surface seemed to shift and change, creating a mesmerizing pattern. It's incredible, Ella said, her voice barely above a whisper. The medallion is reacting to the alignment. It's like it's alive. Elias nodded, his eyes fixed on the medallion. We need to document everything. This might be the key to understanding its true nature and the secrets it holds. They carefully recorded the changes and the patterns that emerged. The medallion's glow grew brighter, and a soft hum filled the room. The energy seemed to intensify, and they could feel a palpable sense of connection to something greater. Suddenly, the medallion emitted a burst of light that illuminated the entire room. The energy surged, and then, just as abruptly, the room fell into a deep silence. The medallion's glow dimmed, and the room returned to normal. Ella and Elias stared at the medallion in awe, their hearts racing. What just happened? Ella asked, her voice trembling with excitement. Elias was equally stunned. It's hard to say. The alignment seems to have triggered something significant, but we need to analyze the results to understand what it means. They carefully examined the medallion and their notes. As they reviewed the recordings, they noticed a new symbol had appeared on the medallion's surface, a symbol that hadn't been there before. It was a complex pattern that seemed to represent a convergence of cosmic energies. This new symbol might be the key to unlocking the medallion's ultimate secret, Elias said. We need to study it and see if it provides any clues about the medallion's purpose. They spent hours analyzing the new symbol and cross-referencing it with their research. The symbol appeared to represent a cosmic nexus, a point where different energies and dimensions intersected. It suggested that the medallion could be a conduit to accessing or understanding these higher realms. Ella's eyes sparkled with realization. If this symbol indicates a connection to other dimensions or cosmic energies, it might mean that the medallion has the power to reveal or interact with hidden aspects of reality. Elias nodded. It's possible. We need to approach this with caution. The medallion's power could be far more extensive than we initially thought. We need to ensure that we use it wisely and responsibly. As they continued their research, they realized that the medallion was a powerful artifact with the potential to unlock new dimensions of understanding. The celestial alignment had revealed its hidden capabilities, but the full extent of its power remained uncertain. Ella and Elias knew that they were on the brink of something monumental. The medallion's secrets were beginning to unravel, and they had to decide how to proceed. They were filled with a mixture of excitement and apprehension, knowing that their next steps would shape their journey and the legacy of Julian and Sophia. The unraveling of the medallion's mysteries had opened a new chapter in their quest. They were determined to explore its potential, while remaining mindful of the responsibilities that came with such a discovery. The journey ahead promised to be as thrilling as it was challenging, and Ella and Elias were ready to face it together.